Hello! I get a lot of questions in my streams asking who my favorite character is or any of that type of thing, so I thought I would give my opinion on every character in Genshin Impact. Now, I almost have every character in the game, but we're missing about 7 characters, so I'm gonna go over those people first, and then we'll go over the rest of the roster. Okay, so we're gonna start with Yoimiya because her banner comes out in like 5 days. Dude, look at her. God damn it, she's so adorable. I mean, obviously her design is great. It's gonna be the same for like most Genshin characters, but the way Yoimiya plays, I do enjoy because Hu Tao, if you aren't aware, is my favorite character in Genshin Impact, and Yoimiya is, oh, I wouldn't say the same thing, but they're both Pyro DPS. Yoimiya is just an arrow version of Hu Tao, pretty much. I'm definitely gonna pull for her when her rerun comes out in a couple days, and yeah, I really like Yoimiya, although her burst isn't really the best thing in the game, but I mean, all she really needs is her E, and it looks really fun. It looks really fun to spam it, so. Okay, so for Eula, I don't want to say this is a hot take, because probably a lot of people agree with me, but I don't like physical damage. That's not what Genshin is for me. I think Genshin is more so built around elemental reactions, and physical damage is none of that. It's just, you just attack. Which, I mean, you could say the same thing for like every character in the game. You just spam left click, but physical damage is not for me. She's really good. She's strong as hell, but although like I said, every Genshin character's design is fucking amazing, so I love her design, but yeah, not for me. Albedo. Okay, so I skipped both of his banners because I didn't care for him at all. And then as soon as his second banner went away, I realized I messed up. His kit is really, really good with a lot of team comps, and I wouldn't really say I'm like a meta slave, but I do. Just the fact that he can plant a flower down and it just does damage just off field. Like, he can infinitely plant it because the cooldown is so low. He's just a cool character. I don't know. Look at him. What is he drawing? Is that a flower? Come on, man. How can you not like him? Hopefully I can get him next time he comes around. Mona. Mona, it's been 2 years. The game has been out for 2 years. I have C3 Diluc. I have a C2 Keqing. I have a C1 Jean. Or maybe C2. I have a C0 Chi-Chi. Can you please hurry the fuck up and get on my account? It shouldn't be this hard. Okay, well, now that that's over. Mona, yeah, if you couldn't tell, I really want her. She's cool. I mean, her design, fucking great. I like her for other reasons than just this. Okay, let me stop. We're getting sidetracked. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what her kit does. I know that a bunch of DPS screenshots involve Mona because her little bubbles, the burst that she does, provides a lot of damage to other characters, so that's all I really know, and I'm not gonna bother to look it up until I get her. But yeah, she's really cool. Okay, for Ayato, he's a character that I don't have, sadly, because I didn't have enough primos. That was literally the only reason. I tried to roll for him. It didn't work out, you know, but look at him drink his boba. I mean, dude, this guy, he looks so elegant. His elemental skill is so freaking cool. The fact that you could just like hold down left click and it's like a huge slash after slash after slash. It's really cool. And I already pre-farmed for him, so we literally have everything. I just need to get him. That's it. Yeah, Ayato's really cool. Okay, Shenhe. Once again, the design, 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. But her kit is just, it's so niche. You have to have cryo character. That's it. It's just cryo. And I mean, it's pretty cool if you have like an Ayaka, right? It's okay, you know, it works. Or like a Rosaria, a Kaeya, sure. But if you don't have them, or if you don't want, like, the only way you can use her is if you're using like 3 other characters. That's it. And so she's so niche that it's like, and even if she wasn't, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like her kit that much. I have her on my second account. She's just not fun to play. I'm sorry. Also, quick disclaimer, this is literally just my opinions on these characters. If you disagree, that's fine. You don't have to go into the comments and type a 5-page essay on why you think I'm stupid and I need to kill myself. It's fine. It's just an opinion. I promise. It's a game. You'll live. Don't worry about it. We'll be good. We're all friends here, right? Maybe. But hey, while we're on the topic, let me know your favorite character in the comments and why. All right, so for Venti, I don't have him on this account, but I do have him on my free-to-play account. Venti, I mean, come on. Like, do I really need to say anything for Venti? The actual best crowd control in the game. Every Spiral Abyss floor besides Spiral Abyss 12 is dedicated to Venti. Like, he's all you need. That's literally it. You just burst and you suck up everybody and that's it. And they all die. And it's really fun too. Look at him. Okay, now we're moving on to the characters that I actually have. Hu Tao first because like I said, she's probably my favorite character in the game. She has no flaws. I don't care what you say. She's fun. She's really, really fun. Her E skill, infuses pyro. Really, really cool. And then her burst, she pulls out a ghost. I mean, how much better can you get? And then let's not forget, she's probably the most adorable character in the game. And her voice actor is probably the best. Therefore, I win this argument. Xiao. Lament! Yeah, Xiao's cool. The only downside I don't like about Xiao is the fact that you have to be on field for 100,000 seconds, but other than that, really fun, pretty cool. You just jump and plunge. I mean, it's kind of brain dead, but at the same time, it's still fun. I don't know. And then he has his dashes. Oh, these are cool. Really, really like them. So, Xiao's a great character. I mean, do I really need to say anything else besides this? If you need a shielder, it's Zhongli. There's no one else that can, like, replace him. And then you get to summon a meteor. Why didn't it show me the animation? What the hell? But still, you get to summon a meteor from God knows where, probably Celestia. And, yeah, you just pretty much petrify everybody. Zhongli's really, really cool. Really fun, too. And Osmanthus wine. So, you know, yeah. We have the best character in the game here, Mr. Kazuha Man. I don't think I've had more fun than doing Kazuha's E and sucking in so many enemies and then plunging right on top of them. That just sounded terribly wrong, but you know what? We're gonna keep going. Yeah, Kazuha's the best character in the game. I don't think we can argue about that. I mean, maybe you can, but he's just really fun, too. I mean, Kazuha was such an accidental pull for me. If you guys didn't know, I pretty much pulled for him because of content. That was literally it. I was streaming, and then I was like, hey, we should go for Kazuha. Pulled him. Probably the best decision I ever made. Yeah. What a great character, honestly. Benny boy. Okay, first things first, let's address this. All right, once and for all. Mihoyo, can we give him a new skin? What is he wearing? It looks like his mom dressed him up. It looks like he's 5 years old. He's getting ready to go to kindergarten. And his mom put on just whatever was available. And that was, what are you wearing? Okay, but besides that, I mean, despite him actually being broken to broken, he is still kind of fun. I like using his burst. It's fun. I like it. And he does a lot of damage too, actually. And I really like the fact that his E skill is, you know, really, really low cooldown and you could just kind of spam it. Especially when you're in his burst, it goes to like 2 seconds. So yeah, Bennett's really fun. But please, we need to address the skin situation. It's not looking great. The one and only, that joke's been made 17 million times. But probably the most fun Geo character in the game, unless I'm forgetting somebody else. But I mean, the burst, dude. Oh my god. I can do this forever. I could do his charge attacks forever. The only downside is the fact that you need him to be like C1 for his burst to like kind of be simple to use, I guess. I don't know. Getting the stacks is very annoying. And if I were to be able to C6 any character, he might be the one, because his C6 turns him into like literally a god. He just repeated charge attacks forever and ever. And let's not forget that you could literally chuck a bull. Like how cool is that? Come on, man. Traveler. Traveler kind of sucks. I'm gonna be honest. His Geo is the only one that's kind of bearable for me. The rocks are still, I want to say they're glitchy, but what's really annoying is when you summon them and then it teleports the enemy on top of the rock. That pisses me off. That is annoying. Whether that's a bug or not, I don't know which one. The burst is cool. The burst is fun. It does a lot of damage. So does his rock. It has a low cooldown of like 4 seconds. Pretty cool. But yeah, Traveler, the Geo one is not terrible. The animal one sucks. The animal burst does not group up enemies at all. The E skill is kind of cool, but you have to charge it up, and it's kind of like, whatever. And Electro Traveler, I'm going to be honest, I don't know anything about, so we're not going to talk about it. Okay, Jean, the Grandmaster, acting something. I don't know what her title is. She's cool. She's cool. I mean, she has her uses. I don't have her skin to show off, which sucks, but yeah, she's got her uses. Her charge attack is cool. You know, it summons some dandelion seeds or whatever they are. The E skill, you get to yeet everybody in existence, including cats and dogs. Why is Venti? What the fuck? What the hell is that? Okay, we got sidetracked. Back to Jean. Yeah, her burst, she heals. It's cool. Sunfire Jean, you know, I don't know how to use it yet, but I guess we'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, she's a cool character. The only downside I have for her is she's not like very, very good at crowd controlling, but she's like okay, so it's not terrible, but yeah, I enjoy playing her. The GOAT herself. Okay, let's just first, before I absolutely shit on her, the design is fucking 10 out of 10, okay? I love her design. It's phenomenal, okay? But now, let me actually get to herself. The charge shot gameplay is not for me at all. I mean, it's like, it's kind of fun at times, but it gets really boring really quickly. So if I use her every once in a while, then it's kind of okay. But yeah, she's been benched for a while. I don't like charge shots. I really don't. The E skill is cool. She can taunt, you know, that's, you know, all the enemies get attracted. That's pretty dope. But I really like using Ganyu more as a support and doing her ice shower. This thing's cool. I really like it, especially in freeze teams. It's really helpful. So yeah, support Ganyu better than DPS Ganyu in my opinion in terms of enjoyability. Is that a word? Probably. It is now. Ayaya! I'm gonna be honest. When I first pulled her, I don't want to say I hated her, but I didn't like the way she played. Her dash pissed me off. Everything else was kind of like, whatever. Her burst was really annoying because it kept missing people, but once you learn how to play her, and especially if you play her in freeze teams, the burst, it is the most satisfying thing to do when you actually land all your hits. It's just, dude, it continuously just cuts everybody up. It's great. Her E skill not only looks cool, but also does pretty good damage. And overall, she's just a fun character. I like it. And let's not forget about the charge attack, where she pulls the blade out, and it's anime style. Okay, so for Miko, listen, she gets so much hate for no reason. Actually, that's probably not true. I don't think she gets as much hate as she probably did when she came out. But she's very underappreciated. People do not appreciate Miko. I think she's great. She's actually really good at the game. Dude, you just summon these 3 little things, and they do everything for you. She plays the game for you. You don't have to do anything. And let's not forget the cooldown of these things is really low. And then, I mean, come on. Probably one of the best burst animations in the game. Come on, look at that, bro. Come on. How can you not like that? Okay, moving on to Raiden. She's kind of broken. Just a tad bit. Just a little bit. Complete joke. She's like completely broken. And if you get her C2, which I really want to, eventually when she has her rerun, yeah, she's gonna be broken to beyond belief. I mean, she's just fun. She summons this little eye thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks great. It does continuous damage when you're attacking enemies. It's pretty cool. And then you can't forget the Booba Blade. I mean, come on. Come on. Look at those attacks. They look so beautiful. And they do so much damage, too. How can you not like Raiden? Yelan, the mommy Xingqiu. He's one of my favorite characters to play with, and Yelan is no exception. I mean, her E skill, dude, it is the best for traveling and exploring Genshin. One of the best, her and Xiao. And the burst is, I mean, it's Xingqiu. It's just him. But mommy version. That's it. It's amazing. I love it. You can't go wrong with her. You really can't. She's really fun to play. I have no complaints. And then, come on, that design, dude. Her trailer, her demo was beautiful. Everything about her is so elegant. And her little bracelet that glows. She has the charge shot that explodes. Oh, man. We got a fish. We got a motherfucking fish. Yeah, so for Kokomi, I mean, she's cool. Not like the best person to play with, I guess. But she has her moments. She summons a jellyfish that... squirts? What is it? What? Yeah, he pulses and does some things, and she heals you. It's cool. I mean, her Q is pretty much the same thing. You enter a weird state and she just auto attacks and you heal, and I mean, it's fun. It's pretty cool, especially when you have an electro charge team. It's really fun to play with. The 11th Fatui Harbinger, or at least I think he's the 11th. I've been catching up on lore recently. Don't quote me. I'm probably wrong, but yeah, Child's, I mean, dude, one of my favorite Hydro units in the game. His E skill, I mean, dude, he turns a bow into 2 sword things. It's so cool. And he has one of the best effects in the game. Like, look at all this Riptide, whatever the hell, all this Hydro effect. It looks great. It looks awesome. And then his Q, come on. Come on, it looks so good, man. It looks so good. And Child's just really fun to play. Boom, boom, Bakudan. I mean, dude, she's adorable. Okay, let's get that out the way. But it's unfortunate that she's just not very good. Although, I'm not gonna lie, playing her is kind of fun sometimes. If you have Kazuha. If you have Kazuha or... Wait, no, Venti doesn't work, right? If you have Kazuha, it's pretty fun to suck up all these little bombs and they all explode. It's cool. That's about it, though. Her burst summons this, like, pyro thing that is, like, next to her and, like, simultaneously attacks with pyro. It would be so much better if you could switch to a different character and still, like, exists and still, like, attacks. But it doesn't. It just goes away, which sucks. So, yeah, Klee, unfortunate that she's not very good. Although maybe when Dendro comes out, she gets better. She just, look at her, man. Bro, his eyes are so dead. Burn! His burst, it's kind of cool. It infuses your thing with pyro. The thing I really don't like about Diluc is, one, that he's a claymore. I fucking hate claymores. Let's get that out the way. I do not like claymore characters. They swing way too slow, and I hate it. But the other thing is that, I mean, let's not forget the amount of times where you use his burst. And out of the 17,000 enemies that are in front of you, he's gonna turn around and hit the one enemy that is by himself. That's cool, isn't it? I mean, Diluc, pretty simple character. You just auto attack into E, auto attack E, into auto attack E. It's like rinse and repeat, which I guess, like I said, you could say the same thing with every character, but I don't enjoy claymores too much, so it's not really for me. He was fun while it lasted, I guess. He was my first 5-star. I was really excited to get him. Was cool for a couple months, and then that's about it. So, sorry, Diluc, but... Okay, Ningguang. She's actually one of the few Geo characters that I enjoy playing. She summons this little jade screen. I really don't like that you have to walk through it to get the buff, but I mean, I guess it's kind of like a minimal thing. And then if you have C6 like me, after you use her burst, which just throws a bunch of rocks at you, which is really cool, you also get a bunch of these little rocks that float around her, and then you just charge attack. And yeah, I mean, she's a really cool character. She actually does a lot of damage. She's really fun to play. I don't use her too often, but yeah, I do enjoy Ningguang. She's really good. And I mean, design, 10 out of 10. Okay, so Yunjin falls into the same category as Shenhe. She's just niche. That's it. She just... If you're not using her with someone that, like, does normal attacks, then she really has no benefit, I think. Yeah, she just kind of buffs your normal attacks, and... I mean, her E skill is like a parry, I'm pretty sure, which is cool, I guess. And then her Q just buffs your normals. Quote me if I'm wrong, I don't use her too much, but she's okay. She's not really, like, fun to play with or anything, but she definitely does help in teams where you use, like, Yoimiya or Hu Tao. It's whatever. Nothing crazy. Like I said, design, great. Her voice, great. Singing, great. Sucrose! Okay, Sucrose. I have... Okay, listen. We need more Sucrose in story quests, please. Please, put her in more story quests. She's adorable. I need to see more of her. Please. We gotta wait for the idol animation. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. This one. Come on. How can you not like her? The greatest. The best. She was Kazuha before Kazuha, right? The Q skill summons a little butterfly thing. It's fun. It's cool. And then when you have her C1, her E skill, you can do it twice. Really, really fun character to use. I love Sucrose. She's great. You can't get much better than a character who is fun to play and is also adorable. All right, so Heizou, he's I think the latest character that's been released in the game. And to be honest, I haven't even used him that much, but I mean, he's a catalyst that literally does boxing, like kung fu, whatever he does. I don't know what this is, but dude, it is, how cool is this? And from what I've seen, the videos that I've seen, he's really, really good too. His Q summons this, like, look at that. He just kicks wind. That shit is so cool. And then once you have his E skill charged, he becomes One Punch Man and launches every being into oblivion. What a character. Really, really cool. Okay, Rosaria, not gonna lie. I mean, her design's cool. She's really just a character that I use just because I need, like, another cryo character. And she's pretty good. Although she's not really fun, I guess. Her E skill, you know, you kind of teleport a little bit forward or maybe behind enemies depending on the enemy. Her Q skill summons like this little ice sword. It's whatever. It's nothing crazy. She does her job, right? That's really about it. Nothing crazy, nothing too like fun or anything, but she's just pretty good. That's it. Okay, so Kaeya. Kaeya's actually grown on me in the last like half year. When he first came out, I didn't care about him. Now I'm actively trying to get him to C6 because, like, he's actually cool. I actually want to build him. When you do his Q, Raymond, get out the way, bro. What? When you do his Q, he has these 3 icicles, and then when you get him to C6, he gets 4, which is really cool. And then his E skill does this, like, little ice thing. I don't know, but it does a lot of damage. Kaeya's cool. Kaeya's pretty cool. I like him. Okay, so Sara, she also lands in the category of niche. If you're not running her with other Electro characters, I don't want to say she's useless, but, like, she definitely falls off. She's kind of like an Electro Bennett. She gives you a buff, an attack buff, and, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then her burst is fun. Her burst is fun to use. I can't lie. This little thing, yeah, that's cool. But she's still pretty fun. Our favorite Chuni. Fischl is a weird one because her skill and her burst pretty much are the same thing, except the burst is just her skill, but, like, you summon Oz and he does, like, a little lightning strike in the beginning. That's literally it. And then you have Oz who's spits electro out, and that's it. She just works. She works well. I wouldn't say she's like extremely fun to use, but she just works. She's really good. Also, wait. I know I said I hated physical damage, but physical Fischl's actually kind of fun. It's the only physical that is like kind of tolerable. All right, moving on to Beidou. I already said this. I don't like claymores. Although Beidou is an exception because she doesn't actually use her claymore. She does. I don't swing with her. That's the thing I hate about claymores, is that with the really slow swing, but you don't need to do it with Beidou, which is the beautiful thing about it. All you need to do is parry, which is probably the most fun thing in the game. And then you just, and then you burst. You have a little electro shield around you, and yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. Most of Beidou's fun comes from the parry. Once you land a perfect parry, it feels so good. It's the best. We have the original mommy. I think we all know why Lisa was very liked in the beginning. But yeah, she's just not good. She works with Venti. I will say that. It's really fun to play her when you have Venti, because you can summon her burst. And if you guys didn't know, it gives like minus 15 defense to any enemies standing inside her burst, which is really cool. And then when you have Venti, you just use the burst, and then and then that's it. But if you don't have Venti, that's really about it. Her E skill sucks, kind of, because, I mean, you could just repeatedly tap it. It's like a 1 second cooldown. And it doesn't really do anything besides put like stacks on a character, which is, I guess it's kind of cool. But then when you actually want to do your damage, it takes 1700 seconds for it to work. And most likely you're going to get interrupted unless you have Zhongli on the team. She looks great though. Xingqiu, here we go. Okay, so I already talked about Yelan. He pretty much is the same thing as her, except kind of different. I mean, Q, yeah, he just summons rain swords. Really, really fun to play with. The dude can backflip. That's cool, right? So, pretty much the same thing as Yelan. Nothing much else to say. Really fun. That's it. Xiangling. Okay, so it took me a while to realize how fucking broken she is. All you have to do is just you press her Q. And it's fun. It actually is fun to just do this and see it just spin in circles and circles and circles. And it just does like 50,000 for no reason. Yeah, really, really strong character. I really love playing Xiangling. She's like in almost all of my teams. She's just fun. Gooba is, I don't want to say he's useless, but like he kind of is just there. Although he's cute. I mean, he's cool, right? Look at him. And then he drops a chili. But yeah, I love Xiangling. I can't wait till she gets a skin. We got Budget Ganyu. Yeah, Aloy kind of sucks. Her kit is just weird. Her Q is cool. The animation looks kind of like Venti's, you know. Does a little thing and a little burst of cryo damage. It's not bad, actually. The E skill is a little janky, because if you're not aware of how her kit works, I think you need to hit like a certain amount of bombs on enemies, and then that infuses your normal attacks with cryo. Although it's pretty tough to actually get these all to hit if you don't have Kazuha, which makes it very just weird and clunky and janky, and she's just not good. Her multipliers aren't good. She has no constellations. Sorry, Aloy. You don't belong here. Kaching. If Kaching was Pyro, I probably would use her more. If her charge attack didn't go backwards and push enemies away from her, I would probably use her more. Although she has a couple of flaws that just make her not usable. I wouldn't say not usable, but she's okay. Like, she actually is fun at times to use, but the amount of investment that you need to put into her is not really worth it, in my opinion. But if you do actually put a bunch of resources into her, she's actually kind of good. The E skill, I mean, you get to literally teleport to wherever you put it to. Pretty fun. The Q, you just do a bunch of slashes. It looks very anime, very nice. But yeah, I don't enjoy playing her that much. Noelle! Okay, so when she first came out, I wanted to build her for the longest time. And the only thing that stopped me was the fact that I didn't have a Claymore billet or billet or whatever the hell you want to call it. And that was preventing me from getting the white blind. And then by the time I actually got the white blind, I didn't want to build Noelle anymore, so... she has a shield. It's pretty cool, I guess. And then her Q is her doing a bunch of really, really big slashes, and it heals people, which is useful. But like I said, I don't like claymores. They swing way too slow, and it's just not for me. It really isn't. So sorry, Noelle, but yeah, not for me. Okay, so Goro falls into the category of niche once again. If you're not using him with anybody that scales off defense and is a Geo character, then he's kind of useless. At least I think he is. So if you're not using him with like Albedo, Itto, probably not going to work out for you very well. That's all he does. He just provides a defense buff, I'm pretty sure. And then is that it? Maybe some constellations give you like extra Geo damage, but that's really all he does. Nothing too interesting. Just a character that exists to help other people. That's it. Our favorite cat girl. Diona is useful. Like, she has her uses. She gives you a shield and she gives you healing with her burst. And then if you ever C6, she also gives you like 200 elemental mastery, which is really, really good. But she's really not that fun to play with. She's kind of there. It's kind of like what I said with Rosaria. She's there just to help you out and kind of, you know, be the person that you need on a team, but it's nothing really like fun to play with. Razor suffers the same fate as Eula, except the only thing, like I said, with Claymores is that I don't like the way they swing. They're too slow. Razor is actually different because when he uses Q, he swings super fast and I like it. It's actually really, really cool. So he's actually like one of the only exceptions. I might actually build him soon because it's just cool. The fact that I can use a Claymore and hit hard and heavy, but also swing it pretty fast is really fascinating to me. So Razor might be the exception. Like I said, I don't like physical, I don't like Claymores, but he actually might be an exception. His E-skill is pretty cool. You just summon, I don't even know what you slam the ground with lightning, I guess. You pass the vibe check. Okay, I don't use Yanfei too much. I can't really speak on her too much because I don't entirely know what her kit does, but I mean, she's kind of cool. I don't, you know, like I've seen people use her with Xingqiu and she's like actually really, really strong. And she summons this the thing when she does her charge attack. She's kind of cool actually, but yeah, I don't use her to talk about her that much. I have no idea what she does. I know some people use her as a shield, so maybe I could do that too. Maybe once I actually build her, she'll grow onto me and I'll like her a lot more, but... Oh, Shenhe. Have they still not fixed her little bug? I don't even know what it is. I know that something in her kit is bugged, and I know that they probably still haven't fixed it, right? She's weird. I don't know. She suffers the fate of the Claymore, which I hate. And I'm pretty sure she's also a physical damage, which are two things that I dislike. So that already is a bad start for her. And she's buggy. Her Q, it does a little bit of physical damage, and then what is she supposed to do? I don't even know. I can't speak too much about her. She's kind of like a shielder slash DPS slash something. I don't have too much knowledge to speak about it, but I probably will never have the knowledge because her kit really doesn't interest me too much. So unfortunate, but sorry. Sayu! Okay, actually kind of want to build her soon. I mean, she's also kind of like Yelan, where she literally just rolls, and it's pretty cute. And she's very good for exploring. But yeah, her E-skill, pretty useful. She's also a healer. She summons this like little thing. I don't know what it's called, but and she's Animo, so she can take advantage of the Viridescent artifact. And yeah, so I actually might build her soon. And you know, I know she is a Claymore, but I don't need to use it, so that's a lot better for me. But yeah, Sayu's pretty cool. Chongyun is also a Claymore, but you don't really use it too often, so I don't really mind that. The thing with Chongyun is that it's so simple, which I guess is kind of some people's like thing. I don't really like simplicity too much. You summon icicles as his burst. It's okay, it's whatever. I really do like his E-skill though. The fact that you can infuse your attacks with cryo, that's really cool. That is really cool. To be honest, I don't see myself building him. Maybe I change my mind, but he's pretty cool. I don't mind him, but probably not somebody I would play. Can we go back to the first couple weeks of Genshin, where I actually liked Barbara? Oh no, how far she's fallen off for me. She just heals. That's it. That's all she does. She just heals. Music, start. That's it. And then, yeah, I mean... The only thing that's good for Barbara is that she's a catalyst, which means she can use the thrilling tales of dragon slayers, and then she automatically becomes 10 times more usable. But yeah, she just heals. That's kind of it. Hey, she's cute. Okay, are we looking at potentially the worst character in the game? No. There's probably Aloy's probably worse, or maybe Chi-Chi. I don't know. But regardless, Amber is just not good. I mean, her multipliers suck. The fact that her bunny is locked behind a C2 constellation where you can shoot her foot and make it explode on command, that's cool. But the fact that you have to aim at her foot is stupid as shit. Why does it have to be so specific? Why can't I just hit the bunny like by itself? I don't get it. And it's also locked behind a constellation, which also sucks. Her burst, I mean, it's a good pyro applicator. That's really about it. Doesn't really do too much damage. She just is not good. She needs some buffs. Sorry, Amber mains, but she needs to get better. It's not her fault. It's the devs. Although Chi-Chi is adorable, she's very cute, but she's not good. She's not good. She's very cute. Look at her. I mean, but her E-skill is a 30-second cooldown and I'm almost certain it doesn't give you any particles to recharge your burst. So, quote me if I'm wrong on that, but I mean, she's just not good. Her utility is not there. Her Q, she just heals. Is that what she is? She's just a healer? Plenty of other characters that do the same thing, but a lot better. Unfortunate, but she also needs some buffs. Kuki is also one of the characters that have recently just been released, but unfortunate that I've seen people use her and she actually is just not very good. She does heal, which is great. She does actually provide great electro application. It does this little pulse every like 1.5 seconds or something, which is really good. Especially when Dendro comes out, I think she might actually be a lot better. But as for now, she's just not very useful. Her burst, it does like this little electro thing. Doesn't really do too much damage. It's kind of really underwhelming. It's unfortunate because I really like her design. Her design is like top 5, top 10 in the game. Really good. Hopefully Dendro changes this because I actually kind of do want to build her, but I don't know. We'll see. She'd be good for like a Eula team to constantly apply electro. That would be good. But that's probably the only use I can find for her right now, so. And the last character, Toma. Listen, I've actually changed my mind on Toma. I used to think he was bad, but I watched somebody explain him the other day, and he's actually pretty good. He gives you a shield, and depending on, I think, your constellations, it like refreshes his shield every time you do something. Also, you can attack, and he does like this little pyro thing that like comes out every couple seconds. That shit's cool. I actually like it. It's pretty dope. His E skill, he does like a little backflip. Dude, Toma's actually kind of good. He is replaceable with like Bennett and like other characters, but at the same time, he's not useless. He definitely has a use. You can use him as a shielder. And yeah, he's actually not bad. Not as bad as many people think. So shout out to Toma. If I get him C6, I might actually build him. So yeah, there you go. There's my what? So yeah, there you go. There are my thoughts on every single Genshin Impact character that currently is in the game. It is version 2.8. And remember, this is just opinions. Do not give me death threats. Although I don't care if you do. It really doesn't hurt my feelings. But let's be respectful, okay? It's only a video game. I promise you won't die. Nothing bad will happen to you if I disagree with you. I promise you. But listen, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, please. We're almost at 100K, so we're trying to hit it by my birthday, August 8th. You can always unsub at any time if you don't enjoy the videos. It's fine. And yeah, catch you guys later.